So welcome back to the part 3 of this tutorial series. So in the last video what we have did is we have converted all of them into the 3D layers. Now go to this main animation comp and make this layers also 3D. Now what we will do is first we will go to our first HUD one. Now choose this into quarter one. Go to 5 seconds because at this timeline all the animations are completed. Now choose our selection tool. I'll delete this thing. Now instead of active camera we will choose left. Now you need to drag it simply over here. This one should be at the top. You are free to adjust this according to you. Right now I'll just simply adjust this one above other. I'll drag this down. I'll drag this up to here. Drag it over here. I'll drag this over here. I'll drag this thing over here. Now go to the active camera. We are getting something like this. It's okay if it doesn't look proper. It's not necessary. It should be not proper. If then it's okay. Now after that what we will do is we'll go to the main animation comp and we'll choose HUD 2, and again we need to follow the same procedure. Go to the active camera and go to the left, select all of them and adjust them randomly. Go to the active camera, it will look like this. Now go to our main animation. We are getting this kind of stuff. We need to convert these layers also in 3D. Now go to the full resolution. Right click over here, go to the new and create one camera. Shade settings of this one should be like this and hit OK. Again go to the camera, create one null object and make that null object also in 3D, and I'll parent this camera with this null object. Now I'll drag this one over here and this one over here. Zoom in a little bit. Now choose quarter. Now if I press R for rotation, if I rotate it, as we can see we are getting this kind of complex things, but if we see properly we are getting some lag over here. This is because go to this HUD, select this arrows. Inside this arrows are not in 3D, so we need to make them also in 3D. If I see in main animation, it doesn't look like this. Let's make it 0. Now if I rotate it, we are getting this kind of stuff. Now our complex portion of this tutorial series is almost done. Now when this goes complete 100, we need to rotate this thing. But before that, what we need to do is we need to animate the position property of this camera. So hit P for position and create one keyframe, and at, let's say, not at the proper 4 seconds but at 3 seconds it should be over here. So I'll create again one keyframe. Now what we need to do, go to the start and let's make it 2000 and hit OK. So it will create one zoom out effect over here. If it's not, you are free to increase it. Now I'll choose something like this. At the start we are getting some issues over here. So what we need to do, go to this HUD animation and check out all of them are in 3D or not. Press F4 on keyboard. In this arrow, let's make these things also in 3D, so we are not going to get any radar kind of difficulties. Yep, this looks good. Select these keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph editor and adjust this handles just like this. So we are getting a little bit zoom out effect over here. Let's move this keyframes over here. So as we can see, we are getting this kind of zoom out effect over here. And after this thing done, press R for rotation property, create one keyframe on each and every one of this, go to 7 seconds maybe, and on y-axis I'll rotate this completely -180. And let's make this create one keyframe on the z-axis, and at this one point let's make it 180 or something. So we will get this kind of rotation over here also. Now after that, what we need to do is we need to create another null object, but it should be at this point, not over here or here. When you reach this keyframe, create one null object, and let's make it 3D also. Now select this null 1 and make a parent with this null 2. Hit P for position property, create one keyframe at 10 seconds. Let's make it -5000. So it will go over here from this to this. Now after this thing happens, we don't want that 100 anymore at there. So for that, what we will do is at 5 seconds press T and create one keyframe, and at 6 it should be 0. T for opacity, and select these keyframes and hit F9. So now that thing is gone, and we are getting this kind of stuff. Now select these keyframes and hit F9 to easy erase those keyframes. Now select these keyframes and move it a little bit here. Now select these keyframes, hit F9, and I'll move these keyframes a little bit over here. Now let's move it a little bit over here. something like this. So we are getting this kind of stuff. Now as we can see, at this point we need to create one keyframe over here, and we will delete this one. It will take a little bit time to load it. Now here I'll create one text. I'll call it as logo. You are free to choose any logo you want, but for now I'll choose only logo text. Align it horizontally and then align it vertically. After that, what we will do is we need to make this in 3D. And we need to adjust them. Select this logo, press P for position property, and let's make it -4000. Hit U. As we can see, our text is over here, but as we can see, it is inverted, so press R for rotation property and let's rotate it 90 or let's say 180. Let's say -180, and at Y position it should be -180. Press S for scaling option and scale it. And our logo should be visible from this one, so press Alt and open bracket, so our logo will be visible from this point. So if you see, our entire animation will look like this. Now as we can see, our animation is ready.
So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon for more updates. Until then, stay tuned.